Hey guys, so I was recently in Austin for a few weeks and met this small Brazilian kid. Heard he's an upcoming competitor of sorts, so thought I'd show him off on the channel here, give you guys a match commentary to learn from. So he's going to start off pulling guard. Not really sure how good of a guard he has because he pulls and then immediately stands up as I begin to pass. So one very obvious mistake here is as I go for this foot sweep, I neglect to address the hand that's Victor has on the collar tie, and I don't grab it as I try to pull him forward. So as I go to foot sweep, he's able to maintain his balance, but also grab an underhook and then work towards a single leg and then puts me down pretty easily. Now, I haven't really competed for IBJJF in a very long time, but I'm pretty sure that's 2 points right there. So I believe we're tied up again 2-2. And as Victor goes to try to sweep me here, I'm going to maintain flattening my hips, turning my hips flat to the ground. That way I can avoid the butterfly sweep. Now, I know the Jiu-Jitsu community can be a little bit fickle sometimes, so for those of you that don't understand that this is a joke, please be aware that this is one of the best black belts in the world, and this is just a flow round. But to get more into actual, even though it's a flow round, this is still a very real technique that I'm going to use here. I'm cutting off to his left side, and as he goes to square back up, I'm going to throw his legs by, but consciously dropping my shoulder on that top leg, forcing him to push me away, and as he does that, I'm pulling the leg out, dropping my chest down to get the pass. Now, does it work against a fully resisting Victor Hugo? I don't know, but it can win you an advanced division. Anyways.
Hey, if you guys are interested in learning more directly from me, consider joining my online community. Inside, you'll get access to my complete guard passing instructional, on-demand technical breakdowns of moves you need help with, and direct access to me where we can troubleshoot and break down your rolling footage. If that sounds interesting, click the link at the top of my description and let's work together.
I don't know what this dude benches, but it's definitely more than 160 pounds. So he's going to heist me over, and then using this over back grip here with his right arm, he's able to expose my back and keep my back exposed to prevent me from flattening out to the mat. And then from there, he's going to transition into a back take. As again, we're just flowing. He's going to go for the Kimura grip, but eventually we're just going to transition out into kind of this dogfight position. Now, one thing that I really enjoy doing here is when I get into positions like these, if I can get my hips higher than my opponent and then jump my near side leg over their back, I can actually work towards a back take of my own, because even if they have the underhook and there's nothing really stopping your right arm from coming forward, you can kind of scoot through that hole that they're creating with the underhook and then just transition right to the back. The higher you raise your hips and then duck your head, you can kind of shrug off that underhook as you work your way to the back. So Victor's a pretty tall guy. I don't really like being up that high, so I decide to fall back into a front headlock. My main goal here is to just keep my chest over his head, keep that grip, and keep him falling forward onto his hands here. So you're going to see me pull him forward, try to make his hands touch the mat. Eventually he's going to get a grip on my wrist, and we're going to transition back into this neutral state. As he goes for this collar tie, I'm going to grab his elbow and then duck my head as I kind of draw my body backwards, pushing his elbow over my head and then forcing him to walk past me here. As he does this, I'm going to reinforce that with a wrist grip. Again, we're just flowing, so it's not going to be as aggressive, but from here, I'm going to go and attack that single leg, keeping my head very forward, keeping my forehead in his ribs. And then as I try to go duck under to the back, he hits me with this, and pretty disrespectful, honestly, while the camera's on. I thought we were just flowing, and then he just kind of just goes into this aggravated state, just not really great training etiquette, but, I'll look past it. Now, as he goes for this Kimura grip, I'm able to push that leg over and escape the armbar, and as he starts to work up into a wrestle up, I snap him down into a front headlock. And unfortunately, very sadly, my camera guy, Calder here, had a seizure in this moment, and but I did end up finishing Victor with that guillotine. Now, I'm not really one to count submissions or anything like that. Just know that I did end up finishing the submission. After Calder kind of collects himself, gets his head back in the game, we had another little hiccup, but Victor managed to get back on top, and I'm going to go for one of my signature moves, the hip bump triangle, and completely botched that. He was able to duck his arm out, goes for a foot sweep. And it was at this point my spaz got the best of me, and I'm going to go for this duck under, and instead of actually hitting the duck under, I just kind of headbutt him in the jaw. And keep in mind, this was literally 2 days before he went to fight Luke Griffith at WNO. So not my finest moment, but he's going to shrug me by, grab that single leg, put me down for the last time in this round here. And as he tries to go to side control, I'm able to use my signature move, the bell escape, and escape side control here. And guys, to wrap things up, one thing that I've always been really passionate about is always just trying to help up-and-coming athletes out with social media stuff. So if you guys want to go follow Victor Hugo, he's trying to build his brand up on Instagram. So just go follow him there, show some love. And next week, I actually have a really good round with his students. He's 18 and 195. The dude is jacked. But we don't really do a flow round. It's more of a more competitive round. So if you guys want to go watch that, make sure to subscribe. And also, if you guys want more one-on-one coaching from me, make sure to check out the link below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.